I made the comparison. Maybe I'm the only person to do this. Anthony Richardson and Josh Allen, when Josh Allen first got to Buffalo, he was not a good quarterback at all.
Right.
And I looked at the numbers. They're not far off from what Anthony Richardson has done. And both high on potential, coming from Wyoming, playing against better quality opponents. Anthony Richardson, we saw glimpses here. And now they're going to bench him. And you bring in Joe Flacco.
Right.
He's only 22. Like, potential gets you fired, Chris. And I don't know if Anthony Richardson understands the magnitude of this. Is he embarrassed by getting taken out of a game? Has that ever happened?
Never.
In a game
Never. That's unheard of. Especially from the quarterback. Think about some of those offensive linemen. They're going, wait, on this drive when you were scrambling, we were running around. And the play before, when you hand the ball off and just watch the guy, we were blocking 300-pound men, and then I was going to the linebacker. And the play before that, when you handed the ball off, we were working, and you were just sitting there watching the play. You ran twice, and you had to come out of the game? I mean, that's a no-no for anybody in football, let alone the quarterback, who's supposed to be the most in-shape, mentally tough person, leader on your football team. That's where it's like, I've never seen that ever before. And there's no excuse for that. There's not. I mean, you obviously have to run more wind sprints during the week and get yourself in shape to do that. Lamar Jackson runs 7 miles every game. I've never seen him tap out of a game in my life. I mean, Cam Newton throughout the years, all these guys we know that have been impressive runners. No. So I think that speaks a little bit to his immaturity or, lack of maturity right now. He is still young. He's still raw. This is not the end of the road. This is not. Last year, him getting hurt and only being able to play 4 or 5 games certainly hurt him. And that kicked the can down to this road. So the road to this year to where he's still developing. But I hear you with the Josh Allen comparison. I understand that totally. But with Josh Allen, too, I think the difference is I don't remember Josh Allen ever going 10 for 32. I don't think Josh Allen was throwing for less than 50% that year. And the biggest thing is Josh Allen would hit the throws he's supposed to hit. Right now, Anthony Richardson only hits like the bombs. Like if it's a wide open and he can throw it 100 miles per hour or throw it 100 yards, that's all he can do. But if it's a 5-yard crosser, a 10-yard crosser, he's got to throw a touch pass or a little flick pass. The ball is everywhere, and that is hard to sell to your team if you're Shane Steichen, that you're trying to win and you're in the middle of a playoff race here, and you're going with the guy that's the second best quarterback in your football team. And I think that's ultimately why they had to make the move to Flacco.
But if I look at the first 10 games for Josh Allen, First 10 games for Anthony Richardson. Allen went 4-6, Richardson 5-5. Completion percentage, just over 50% for Richardson, 52% for Josh Allen. If I look at the yards, Josh threw for 200 more yards over those 10 games. Josh Allen had 7 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Anthony Richardson 7 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Passer rating, Anthony Richardson a better passer rating. I know.
I think it's about what's there to be had. That's the biggest thing, right? I don't think that Buffalo offense was all that great then, and right now there's people open in Indianapolis. That's the problem. Shane Steichen's definitely one of the best play designers in football. So I think that's the big thing, right? I'm not trying to say you're wrong or anything about that. With Josh Allen, and I think I've said this to you before, I never had a problem with his accuracy. It might have been, wait, you can't fit that ball in between those two guys and think you're going to get away with it, right? So there was like that. He had to get the guardrails on a little bit to go, wait, you can't throw that. You can't fit that in there. This isn't Wyoming anymore where they need you to make an incredible play every play if they want to stay in the football game. That was his big thing. Anthony Richardson, the problem is you're seeing wide open receivers and you're going, wait, the guy couldn't even get his hand on the football, or it wasn't even in the screen. And I think that's where it's a little bit different. I'm big on, this from when I do my quarterback stuff, on what's there to be had, right? And I think he's leaving a lot of yards on the field as far as what's there to be had for that offense in Indianapolis.